off the shores of Lake Erie. We are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. They're going to bury him in the backfield. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Play fake. Murray out to his left. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. Now Murray, he bootlegs it. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
On 2nd down, it's Harris. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, this defense for the Browns, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. It's caught inside the 25. And way down into the red zone before he's dropped inside of Cleveland's 15. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a give. Running left is Harris. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Denzel Ward, the number 4 pick in the 2018 draft, making the tackle from his corner spot. Eluding the pressure right.
He's got Claypool for a Steeler touchdown. Chase Claypool with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. First carry for Nick Chubb. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And after his performance last week, everybody saw it. Unbelievable. You can expect a heavy dose of him again, I think.
Without a doubt. I mean, why wouldn't you? Because once you establish yourself that way, it's not just him, okay? It's his offensive line, it's the tight end, it's your wide receivers, everyone now sharing in the load and sharing in the belief that if they do their job, they'll see another performance just like they saw the week before.
And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. A gain of 4, not enough. And it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's 4th down. They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Murray. Looking deep here for Ebron. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Eric Ebron, his third touchdown now on the year.
And the Steelers have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and it's now 14-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, Charles, you talk about this offense, this week 8 of the 2021 campaign. Now, normally this would be the halfway point of the season, but as we all know, it's now a 17-game regular season. And because of that, it seems like now maybe more than ever, getting your open week to occur later in the season, that could be a pretty big advantage.
Brandon, it's always been a big advantage, and now, as you pointed out, the possibility of it becoming huge, likely. Most teams want that later open date because of injuries, you know, getting that rest before the playoff push, all of those things. Sometimes when you get an open date early in the season, it's not very much of an advantage. You might be playing well, now it slows down your momentum. This is a big deal, and teams definitely like it. The later, the better.
A first down throw for Mayfield. They set up the screen to Chubb. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. So that one a disaster, a big loss there with 2nd down coming up. Mayfield off the play fake. That's out to Chubb, complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A nice throw there by Mayfield, a guy who really reemerged as the season and later the playoffs went on last year. What are defenses trying to do against him?
Well, the first thing defenses want to do is use his emotion against him because he's such a passionate player. And sometimes he comes up really hyped up and the ball might sail a little bit early. But as the game settles in, the next part is make sure you chip away at his timing, put the pressure on him so maybe his feet don't get quite set and then he's not able to be as accurate as he normally is.
Touchdown! Jarvis Landry, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will. Not return it. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Here's Murray from midfield. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And in for the Steelers touchdown.
Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And they are over 500 for the season, 4-3. They got back above 500 with a victory last week. And, Charles, you think this is a very important week for them, do you not?
I certainly do, because when you start to do the math, and yes, I'm using my fingers to count. If you're 4-4 at the midway point, let's say you're saying 10 wins is your cutoff line for a playoff berth. It's usually right around that number. A loss here, all of a sudden you've got to go 6-2 down the stretch just to reach 10 wins. That means this game is vital.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Mayfield on play action. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield.
Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively, and Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation, because with that type of a lead, they feel like they can take a few more chances and be even more aggressive, and it's been paying off for them so far this game.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Escapes the defender, and they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow them to convert a 3rd and 18.
Here's Chubb on the read option.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. From the 38, Mayfield. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
2nd and 9.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. It's caught by Hooper. Sheds off the tackle, and they'll get this down to the 10.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
Here's Chubb on the read option.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. Chubb again. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2.
Here's Chubb on the read option.
And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And the Steeler defense will celebrate the goal line stand. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. From his own end zone now, it's Murray. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
There's a lot about that play you can easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line, you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even given up a defensive touchdown.
Murray's throw there hauled in by Claypool. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Murray again. Looking deep here for Ebron. He's got a man, complete. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Murray. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with decent starting field position, there may be only a couple completions away from field goal range. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. At a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you said.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. 4 seconds left, and there's the timeout. In field goal range and a chance to tack on 3 before intermission. Boswell's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we are at halftime here on Halloween. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Browns drive about to get started.
And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
They run it again with Chubb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
40 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to them, away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. Buying time to his left. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 13-yard line. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. And again, it's Chubb. And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Here's Mayfield.
No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Micah Hyde.
And the Steelers are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
And the Browns are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Following the interception, Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Again, he's got that man Landry. Touchdown, Browns. Jarvis Landry, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Mayfield going to try to throw for the 2. Rolling to his left. And he is in for the 2 points. And they're back within a score as the lead's cut to 8. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Flush to his right. He's going to let this go deep. Back over the middle. And this is caught inside the 5. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Boswell for the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Next to score, Steelers 30, Browns 15.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play fake. Mayfield. Sideline throw. That's caught by Landry. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. And a nice gain of 21 yards. A give. This is Chubb. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly. And that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. Touchdown. Austin Hooper. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns get a score closer. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And this is back to an 8-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
John Johnson, leading tackler for the Rams last year, in on the stop. Here's 2nd and 10.
Now Murray. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. Here's Murray.
Completion here to Claypool.
Oh, and now some space to operate. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
On first down, they look downfield, and it's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one good for 37 yards. that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So first and goal, go a long way toward wrapping this one up. On the give, this is Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Steelers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Mayfield now from the 50. Escaping the pressure right. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. He takes it down deep into enemy territory.
As a general manager, you're counting on your first and second round draft picks to have a big-time impact on your team. But where you make your bones, rounds 3 through 7. If you can find a few diamonds in the rough there, develop them, then you've got something going, and we're seeing one right here.
Yeah, plays like that lead me to believe that they found a diamond in the rough. Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Browns have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This game is really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a very slim one-score lead.
And we've seen this how many times now? Teams get a big lead, they go into coast mode, and all of a sudden they're scrambling and battling for a win down the stretch. They've got to put something together right here, otherwise they're in danger of doing the old snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
And this is going to be a Steelers first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the fourth quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. All right, Charles, as a former defensive back, how disheartening to actually catch it, but just not be able to stay in bounds there defensively.
Well, extremely, because you know the rap against us defenders is that we're frustrated offensive guys who can't catch. And he caught it, just couldn't get his feet down in bounds. It's that second part that finished off the play for him.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. To throw is Murray. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Now they go for it on fourth down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on fourth down. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. Here's Chubb on the read option. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
3rd and short yardage. Mayfield. This one hauled in. Again, it's Hooper. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Mayfield off the play fake. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Mayfield to throw it. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. The safety, Terrell Edmunds, picks it. And the Steelers will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31. So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45. Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 34. Here's Murray. Ebron caught left side. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Pat Freiermuth, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are looking like they'll move to 6-1 as they extend their 4th quarter lead. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Going deep here for Landry. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. The safety, Terrell Edmunds, picks it. And the Steelers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain. Play fake. Murray. Open man, completes it to Claypool. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 24 yards to gain there, another first down as well. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. To throw, it's Murray. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. He's at the 50. The 30. 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And the lead will shrink to 6.
Makes the score.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
43 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. To throw is Murray. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Back to throw it, Murray. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now here's another carry for Harris. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They'd done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout. as he'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb, and he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Steelers, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover.
The enthusiasm for football here on the East Coast always in the air. These folks are ready as their guys get set to match up
with the New York Giants. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports.
No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, this defense for the Giants, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Yeah, that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down.
They go play action. Now Heineke.
This is caught inside the 15. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down.
Now Heineke.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Back to the ground with Gibson.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Antonio Gibson.
His first touchdown of the new season.
And Washington takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive.
They'll try and throw for it. And he is not going to make it. They stop him up short, and this will remain a 6-0 ball game. So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Jones fakes the give to Barkley.
Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Chase Young. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Another try after the first down sack. Jones. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Throwing, Jones. Throwing deep for Galladay. And that is incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
2nd and 10. Down just shy of the 45. Now Jones. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a first down. Back to throw. Jones. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Looking to throw. Jones. He dumps it off to Barkley. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I'd go right at him with another momentum play.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. 6-0 our score after 1. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Operating from the gun. Jones. Incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means. And
Gano's kick is right through.
And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So the field goal that cuts the lead in half as they, too, are able to get some points on their initial drive of the game.
Yeah, all in all, a pretty positive response, right, to the points that were scored against them. And they got a little help from their opponent anyway. Missed the conversion, so now they're just 3 back.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Now, they were winners in the season opener Sunday. Now they get the quick turnaround game here on Thursday night. But, CD, you say this is an ideal setup for them. Why?
Well, it's just the way the schedule lines up because...
They've got his man complete. Touchdown, Washington.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
Dante Pettis now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And they come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Jones, off play action. And that is incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They're going to try and throw. He finds the speedster Ross. That's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. Back to throw again. To Barkley on the check down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And no one happier to see that than the Giants fans themselves. Saquon Barkley was used a lot his rookie year, 91 catches, which was a record for NFL rookies. That fell off to 52 in 2019, and then, of course, the injury in Week 2 at Chicago last year prevented him from reaching those heights.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. They'll look to throw again. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Again, he'll drop to throw.
That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Now Jones just going to bat this forward on the jet sweep.
And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4.
When you think about this strong safety position, they're the more bulkier guys in the free safety, but that's a great athleticism to hustle in and break up that play.
And one thing about a play like this, if it's slow to develop, it can turn out poorly. And this play was definitely slow in developing, and that was one heck of an effort to sprint over there and get the man down before he could make anything happen.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Giants able to get this back within a touchdown. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is down to 2. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Heineke.
This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Off the play fake, Heineke.
On the move to his left. This will be caught at Samuel. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 30 yards.
I think this defense is still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Working out of the gun. Here's Heineke.
Got his target, Samuel. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
They'll try to run with Gibson.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
Antonio Gibson in the final seconds of the first half. And Washington going to add on to their lead.
This time, the extra point up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away.
It's a squibber picked up around the 27.
So we've reached halftime here in our nation's capital with the Washington football team on top.
As we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3.
The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. From the gun, Jones. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Operating from the gun, Jones. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
The passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo, execute offensively.
On 2nd and 10. Taken in by Galladay. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early. After the false start, sets up a 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Jones. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46.